Hey folks, so AI does not sleep, and we have a new OpenClaw update for 9
Uh-huh.
today. So it's actually the ninth, on the ninth
Yeah.
that we got this out. This is really about dreaming.
Mm.
So very quick rundown. There's a new dream dashboard. They pretty much gutted the old dreams
Yeah.
and made new ones
Yeah.
here. And this is really important if you use this as an agent that helps you do stuff.
Mm.
So what we'll quickly do is explain why dreams have been the latest trend
Mm-hmm.
for our agents
Yep.
and how that works.
Mm.
So just a very quick rundown. The latest update really relates to the new dreaming and memory.
Yeah.
So they kind of did more types of dreaming. So now if you look at the dashboard for 9 versus for 5 here, before it was just like a short sort of dreams,
Mm-hmm.
and now you have short-term, long-term groundedness signals and promoted.
Mm.
And I feel like we need to spend some time on dreams.
Yeah. Used to think that it's just, a arbitrary
A
way to
gimmick,
like a gimmick, yeah.
right?
Until you actually explained really well why dreaming is actually a very big deal.
Right.
So yeah, let's talk about that.
Let's talk about that. So very, very quick rundown of why this is the next big thing and why it's really critical for AI systems to dream
Mm.
is because these things are just an illusion. All it does, technically speaking, like any OpenClaw or any agent does, is it just sends the messages to whatever LLM provider.
Mm.
So it's almost opening like a new instance of Grok, just that has a bit of memory.
Mm.
So the memory is what changes this from like a dumbass to a very smart, intelligent person that can think for you, right? And back in the day, what the memory was is a lot of it relied on files, notes that it takes every day,
Mm-hmm.
and it puts that into a database.
Yeah.
But a problem with that is that a database is designed not really for humans or for task management,
Mm.
right? A database is like, say, for example, if I want to log every single meal I eat each day,
Yeah.
then I can put that in the database. And that's exactly how it was.
Mm.
So back in the past, when an agent wants to order you lunch, let's say this is a good example, right?
Yeah.
Agent wants you to order you lunch, it will look through all into the database and say, hey, what did you order for lunch the last 40 days?
Mm.
Okay, every day I'm eating Five Guys. Okay, this is not this is okay, this is the truth. Everyone knows this in the office. I'm just eating order Five Guys nonstop. Right, so it has all that information, and it retrieves all that information at once. That's what a database does. It says, "Oh, look, the last 30 days, Michael ate, Five Guys, and I ate a burger each time." But the problem here is that, say, for example, all of a sudden I told my AI agent, hey, I'm going on a keto diet right now. I can no longer eat bun.
Mm.
So if I told that to my agent, my agent says, oh yeah, keto diet's really good. Here's some plans. But the problem here is that the next time I order lunch, what would it order me?
Yeah.
Technically speaking, if it was a database, it'll look at the last 40 orders. You always ordered a full bun burger,
Yeah.
and I'll just order the same thing. It won't really realize and won't really think what's the priority that, oh, hey, you're on keto, so
Yeah.
now your diets have changed.
Mm.
So this is what dreaming does. So dreaming, it promotes certain memories into top priority, right? Almost like it's, so this is really modeled after humans. So humans, like if you talk this to a top tier personal assistant, right? They'll remember yesterday, oh, hey, look, Michael told me that I'm on a keto diet. So today, instead of saying, okay, well, let's order the same things that you did last time, right? The priority now, the promoted memory is really, oh, you're on keto diet, so you have to go bunless.
Which is supposed to be common sense for humans.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's common sense for humans, but it's not common sense for AI systems, which is why dreaming has been like gutted, remade, done over like the last entire week systems here. So you can now enable dreams and you can monitor your dreams via the control panel. So this is now part of the dreaming panel here. If you're looking at it, you'll see what signals get promoted and what's kind of like types of dreams you have. But it's actually also interesting that there's multiple types of dreams. So this is yet again modeled after humans, right? You can see a repeating pattern here that there's, okay, so the control UI improvements, we talked about that, security fixes, but let's go for the dreaming. So to turn on dreaming, you just enable dreaming is on. It just consumes the credits. So yet again, it'll use the model that it has available, and then it'll run through this dream cycle. There's multiple types of sleep. So basically light sleep, REM sleep, and deep sleep, yet again, modeled after humanity. They're kind of learning what we're doing.
Yeah.
So the light sleep just tags, what sort of things you said. But a deep sleep will look for weighted signals and then boost those signals. So say, for example, hey, look, I'm looking at the keto diet. It'll boost that signal for the keto diet and say, okay, look, that's a really high priority. So anytime Michael talks about food, right, I'll remember that he's on a keto diet now. This is different from every single other memory.
Yeah.
And then now I should proactively look for like keto meals for him, right?
Yeah, without you explicitly having to say I'm still on keto.
Yes, exactly. So I would just basically say, hey, I'm going out for lunch, or maybe like I'm hungry.
Yeah.
All right, and then they'll be like, "Oh, it's lunchtime. All right, let me figure out what Michael likes to eat. Oh, wait, he's on keto. Okay, so let's order him a bunless burger this time.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is like what a highly paid personal assistant should do for you, right?
Yeah.
They should really figure out when you're hungry, the food is there. You know,
Correct food.
the correct food is there, right? That's a good reminder. So that's what separates like let's say a $500 per month personal assistant from a $5,000 per month personal assistant, is that the personal assistant remembers and then proactively helps you with your life, right? So that's what dreams really do. So this is really big as a full-on feature because it really knows, it will really try to know what you like and then try to detect, from the patterns that you've been talking to it and promote certain memories to be above the rest.
Yeah, which is what I wanted to see originally, is without manual oversight of what I like. I want the AI to actually automatically detect these patterns, which is what they're supposed to be good at. But practically so far not. Before the dreaming feature was not there, but now I think slow improvements. Pretty good.
So back in the day, maybe like this example would be like, back in the day, you'll be saying, oh, I switched to keto diet. You probably have to type this in manually.
Yeah.
I switched to keto diet. Disregard every single order I've made for food for lunch in the past 60 days or something like that.
Yeah.
But just don't care about that. Understand the keto diet and then make the proper food adjustments for me. That will be like a full-on prompt that I'll have to tell, and I'll have to update its skills.
Yeah.
But now, because of the dream feature, okay, yesterday I told it about the keto diet. It did the research about what types of food I can eat. Okay, this is a promoted memory. Every time I mention food, okay, right? And then it's not just about lunch, right? Think about this, right? What about dinner?
Yeah, it might be like, maybe you're not on keto at dinner.
Let's order you a pizza, right? So that's what makes it. That's what makes a top tier agent. There's a lot of debug files, so this is a very new feature. So you actually have to look at dreams. So now that dreams is now part of its memory too, and now you can actually see kind of what the dream files are. So yet again, when people tell you this, it's raw. Okay, let's be honest here. It's not a full out baked out feature, and they gutted this, remade it like 8 times already to make it actually function somewhat well. All right, so I expect some future changes, but you can manually look through these dreams. And in the future, I do think like where we're going, we don't have to manually do this. Yeah. But at this current stage, a control dashboard is much needed. Looking through your files is much needed, and it's much helpful. I think that's kind of the biggest discussion. I think that's the biggest change, I would say, in this entire month, and just making this better. It's also interesting because we did a few comparisons and videos about Hermes Agent. A lot of people are switching to that too, and I didn't realize this, right? Hermes Agent actually, because they integrated Honcho dreams automatically too. Yeah. So you can see these two things rivaling each other, and you see the competition heating up. Yeah. So Honcho actually Hermes Agent already includes, but you have to pay for it. OpenClaw does it for free. Yeah. But you have to pay for it. If you use Honcho, that dreams too. Right. And this is very this fits very well with the LLM Wiki feature that was added in the last build of OpenClaw. So just on the topic of OpenClaw here, if you do any sort of research, let's say, for example, you're researching into the keto diet, what works for you, the LLM Wiki feature for that automatically builds out a wiki page for you and more about you. So the dreaming kind of works in conjunction with the wiki. The wiki is there for like, it's kind of like
it's a database.
It's a wiki of your life. Yeah, it's a database of your life. Yeah, it's a large Wikipedia that gets modified over time about you and about your preferences. And then the dreaming is what kind of promotes its internal memory and knowledge of you.
And you showed me earlier that they can actually build a profile of you,
Yes.
which is scarily good.
That's in Hermes, yes. So
Yeah.
not in OpenClaw, but Hermes. We'll talk a little bit about Honcho in our next upcoming video, so make sure to watch that. So right now, what we do have is just really two competing, very powerful, bring your key to work agents, right? So the way I see it right now is that OpenClaw, on one hand, it's adding a lot of dreaming features and catching up. Hermes has self-improving, self-evolving skills, and then it's much more humane, I would say. Like it's like much more verbose about what's happening.
Yeah.
So we're currently in the process of transitioning to Hermes, but I do see like we still keep some of our agents on the OpenClaw just because of just how much work they're doing. It's just not worth it for us to spend 6 hours migrating those skills. So anything new we're doing with Hermes Agent. So we're covering both on this channel, and then there's going to be a lot more updates coming soon. So if you enjoyed this video and this helped you understand what's happening in the latest OpenClaw update, make sure to subscribe to our channel. Comment below what you found useful, or if you tried the streaming feature or not, and if it's actually helped with your daily life. I actually like to see examples of people using this because, like, yet again, like it's a little bit abstract, and sometimes I'm afraid of revealing too much to my agent about my personal life.
Yeah.
But I'm happy to share my Keto experience. With that, guys, thank you guys so much for watching this video. See you guys in the next one. Peace.
Shanana.